This morning, speeding and reckless driving led to a commuter bus careening off the road and overturning near mile 6.5 on the Philip Goldson Highway. On board were over 30 passengers, including Isani Cayetano, a teacher at Holy Redeemer School. Khan and her children were on their way to Belize City from Lord's Bank, comfortably seated at the back of the bus.
When we reached that Manatee Lookout, the bump there, we pick up the last set of passengers, and the man crossed the bump, and from there, he picked up speed. And when I say speed, he was speeding very fast, because he did it yesterday, but today was even faster. And when he got there, it's like those curves, because there are some very deep curves on that side, and he couldn't take, like, he went and he was unable to gain control of the bus again. And when I look up, I realized that the bus they go so, but the tail of the bus will put eye there. Now they go the same direction like the bus.
The driver of the Central Transit bus lost control, causing the bus to briefly veer off the road. He tried to regain control of the steering, but the bus fishtailed and swerved wildly to the other side of the road.
For some reason, thank by the grace of God, we did not go in the water. We went around, he swerved again around to the next side of the road. And then he swerved again, and I guess that's where he got the blowout. And from there, he landed, like he landed on the side, and the bus was skate into the bushes that were part the lampposts and everybody. That was it for that bus.
Many passengers, including children, were injured. Some had scrapes and bruises, while others suffered sprains and abrasions. Darren Slusher, a registered nurse attached to the Accident and Emergency Unit, was on duty at the Karl Heusner Memorial Hospital, ready to help.
Our shift supervisor made the call to announce that there was a mass casualty plan in effect. And so with that said, we had to mobilize nurses, doctors, and support auxiliary staff from the various patient care units to the accident and emergency, being that the number that we were informed was greater than 6, which constitute our mass casualty plan. How the plan work is we'd have one of the senior nurses on duty, such as myself, who would then tag and triage these patients as they enter to the main gate.
Khan was among the many victims who were brought in by ambulance. She complained of a sharp pain in her right leg.
I felt the pain like once, but I couldn't even move. So I sat on the side of the road, and that was it. I could not move from there. My leg was unable to move. It was starting to go numb. And the birth people said not to move, that they will get a stretcher and to take me to the hospital. So that's how I came to the hospital, me and my other daughter.
When they arrived, Maurice Westby, a senior supervisor on duty, was already waiting. He efficiently directed the flow of victims as they poured into the hospital.
The most difficult part would be the family members, because remember, nobody is begging to be in this hospital. People come here because they need medical attention, and some family members get contacted. Your family member was just in a crazy bus accident. They're doing bad, all sorts of things, so you get all the family members rushing in. But all people want to know that their family member is receiving medical service. And that's why we, the security officers, the frontline people, the nurses, the doctors, give that assurance.
Miraculously, no one was seriously injured. The KHMH quickly activated its mass casualty protocol and began treating the injured without delay.
This is what we are designed and trained to do. We are the only hospital that can respond to a level of care that was required this morning. This morning, our security officers did an awesome job of doing their duty as security officers and chipping in where necessary to get the work done, to get the Belizean public back on par.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.